Can your boy run us one?
Yeah.
Or can we write one and give it to your boy?
I would have him do it. Trash Pandas, go.
Two adults, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a Bush Light, especially. Even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
It's that time, guys. It's time to go Trash Pandas.
It's party time, baby.
I gotta get that.
The last 2 times you played that intro, 0 skip.
Yeah.
The first time tonight, it skipped.
Okay.
I don't know why.
No,
it was weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
It does like the extra beat.
All of a sudden, just there's like a skip.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I don't like it either.
Yeah, but the last 2 times, the last 2 episodes, no problem. I was like, sounded perfect.
I think it needs time to curate, to simmer.
To not exfoliate. What's the thing with the wine? Decant. Yeah, the tannins.
Remember when we saw that one guy we know that was at a Bills tailgate eating
I've never wanted to kill somebody more in my life.
It was pretty clear at that moment where, like, there's no way I could be friends with that person.
I think it's really struck a chord with you at that moment. Like, well, not that exact moment, but like
it was
5 minutes later.
Yeah, it was brewing for a while, and then I'm like, okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
There's
you're at a tailgate in Buffalo, and this is when the Bills were not winning.
Yes,
and there was no hope. And the only solace you had was alcohol.
Getting banged. Yeah, banged up.
And
we showed up with a bag of beers.
A Tops bag, two Tops bags with 4 piss warm beers in it. And we were probably
the only reason you were there was because I was breaking into your house.
Yes.
So.
And we went over to see your friend. A friend of mine as well, by association for the most part.
Who's this?
You know, your friend with the wine.
Oh, yes.
And they were in button-down shirts.
They them
were and had sweaters tied around their necks.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of piss pounding fucking Sutter Home wine, they were literally decanting wine and waiting for the tannins to settle. We tried to drink some, and they're like, no, we got to decant.
You have to wait. Yeah.
And I looked at you, and I'm like, we should murder these guys.
Yeah.
And you're like, we got to go.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
And we left, and we found other people to just give us beer, and we hung out with them.
Yeah. Ingram Micro.
And then we fucking bogarted that cooler. And would let any of those pretentious cunts near that cooler.
We did meet a nice lady that gave us cookies and
chicken finger sub.
Yeah.
You
know what's weird is like if you go anywhere else in the world, you can get chicken fingers. Okay. You go anywhere, chicken fingers. Cool. A lot of places don't shake chicken fingers in sauce. You're missing the boat. Right? Chicken fingers have to be shook.
Night.
And hang vanilla ice over a balcony because of din 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 din. Yeah. So chicken fingers have to be shook. Chicken fingers should come with celery and carrots.
I'm not mad. I prefer celery. With wings or fingers, 100%.
Yeah.
But I am not mad if I get carrots. I will eat the fuck out of them too.
So you're showing me a plate, what appears to be salmon.
Dude, how big are those chicken fingers?
Monster chicken fingers.
Dude, they were gigantic.
Yeah.
He ordered 2 orders of them.
That's right.
He ate one of each and took the rest home. They were gigantic, dude. I've never seen chicken fingers that big in my life.
So to take that one step further, and again, like I think Buffalo is this great culture of food, right?
Probably the greatest microcosm of all
Great
foods,
word.
all foods
Yes. Yeah.
here. And I've been places, and certain places have their niche with foods.
Is
Here,
it niche or
it's
niche?
I don't. We talked about this before. We never know. I don't know.
I'm gonna say niche.
I like to say niche too, but then
Niche sounds gay.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
looks like it should be niche,
Yeah.
right? Let's just call it niche. And they're niche about food and everything, but
Niche day.
here
The
it's
philosopher.
it's fucking everything. It's not only chicken wings, which are the
Sure.
best in the fucking land, hands down.
Bomb. Yeah.
Not only fucking pizza, but subs and chicken fingers. All those sorts of foods are
Yeah.
here, and they're so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Cleveland, you get chicken fingers or chicken wings. They come with that extra arm. And they're
Yeah. Oh,
fucking-
yeah. That
and
little
they're dried out, and they don't
yeah.
know how to cook them right.
No, not
And
good.
it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And you go somewhere else, you order a pizza, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Is not pizza,
Now there's layers to pizza. So there's Chicago style like lasagna.
which is the thick crust
Yeah.
on the outside, right? And then-
Not mad at that, but
Yeah.
I don't even like calling that pizza,
yeah,
right? It's like eating fucking lasagna,
it's a gimmick.
but it's lasagna pizza.
Yeah.
Lasagna, love it. Pizza,
Oh, yeah.
love it. Great, fine.
Together. Not together.
There's buffalo pizza, thicker dough. You get the pepperoni with the fucking pools of fucking grease in it.
Do you know what that's called?
No,
Cup and char.
cup and char, love it.
Cup and char pepperoni is the only way to go, man.
And
So
then
that-
there's bar pizza, which is traditionally flatter.
Traditionally fucking DiGiorno frozen pizza.
Yeah. Dude, nothing hits better than when you're on like a fucking 7-hour bender and someone buys a fucking
Frozen pizza.
Red
at the
Baron
bar.
pizza, and you're like, this is the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Dude, last Saturday, after the Otters game, I woke up on Kyle's couch about 1 in the afternoon. We went and got we were supposed to go get my truck from getting new tires put on it. And I couldn't get into my app to open my truck because my keys were locked in the bed.
Yeah.
And I locked it Friday night. All of a sudden the app didn't work. Panic City. So we go to a craft brewery, and they have their own version of Busch Light. It's called Sheldon Busch.
And it
It's-
tastes like assholes.
It tasted like a raccoon's asshole.
Yeah.
Don't ask how I know what it tastes like, but I've had it and it tasted just like that. And they have food. And by food, it's the bare minimum, whatever. So we ordered a cheese pepperoni pizza. And it came out. It was literally, I'm not sure if it was like wood fire or just made there or if it was DiGiorno.
Yeah.
It was decent. I was hungover as fuck. I was drinking a craft beer I did not want, and that pizza
Got
was
the shakes.
one of the like Michael J. Fox trying to put pizza in my mouth, and Parkinson's joke. And it was not bad pizza for
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah. So then there's the bar pizza, which is usually a flatter crust.
Like almost like a New York style.
Yeah. That's fine. Don't mind it.
I'm not a big fan of the Chicago one with the thick deep crust. I don't like that.
Well, then the other
Give
side
me
of it
some
is
crust. I don't mind that. I'll eat it for the most part. New York
the
style,
wood-fired artisan type shit.
Yeah.
If you're out and you're gonna do it, fine. I think they overthink it sometimes too.
I don't want to go order it. Like you said, if you're out drinking and it's there, yeah, let's have it.
And the overthinking also happens with wings. Sometimes people overthink. Like, you don't need to have 99 sauces that you can pull from. Now, I will tell you, Wild Wings, their mango habanero fucking crushes. It's great. But is that better than being at some corner bar in Buffalo and just getting hot? It is not.
Yeah, I rolled with a slice of pizza and 5 medium wings today. They're good.
Yeah. Shit and blood, dude.
They weren't fucking
Crush.
great. It wasn't me that was shitting blood. It was one of the other guys.
Hey Actually, I gotta go because I'm shitting blood.
Yeah. So just like food wise, Buffalo is the shit.
It's the best.
It's tough going other places, and like I get sketchy ordering wings. I'm like, okay,
You're setting yourself up for
how's your hot? And like, oh, it's like Frank's Red Hot. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll eat those. I like spicy food. I like hot food.
Sure.
I don't want to get my wings so hot that I can't enjoy them. Like, don't want to put a fucking gallon of this shit on them.
That's not good.
No.
No, I've had
a lot of things.
So the mango habanero at Wild Wings absolutely smashes. And I only get that because they're buffalo hot, which I hate when people call it buffalo wings.
I know. Me too.
Don't like it. But their buffalo hot is like you could kind of taste the Franks in it, but then there's like cayenne pepper in it too. Ooh, like we're overthinking it. We're overthinking it. Hot is Frank's Red Hot straight up.
And butter.
No, hot's Frank's straight. Mild is medium is Frank's Red Hot, little bit of butter. Mild is more of a 50-50 roll. And that's it. That's it. That's hot, medium, mild. That's all you get.
I recently got introduced to Cajun barbecue wings.
Sure. Fine with them.
Super good.
Yeah.
I've ordered them numerous places and they're delicious.
Yeah.
We Chris and I used to get we used to fuck with these like at a bar, they're hot barbecue char.
Huh.
So they would cook them in like hot sauce and they'd shake them up in barbecue sauce.
Drop them back on the grill.
And then they throw them on the grill for a couple minutes.
Yep.
Dude, it was some of the best fucking chicken wings I've ever had in my life. And I don't fuck with like the habanero tequila kind or whatever you guys eat and shit. So when my buddy suggested, Cajun barbecue, I'm like, I like Cajun wings. I like barbecue wings. I'm like, I'm going to enjoy this, right?
Yeah.
So we ordered 20 of them and my fucking mind got blown. I'm like, where am I? This is amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck yeah, let's go. I'll try them.
Sometimes it hits. But holy shit, man. Like this. Oh no, we have 70 different flavors. Like,
no, we don't need to fuck with that.
Come on. What are we doing? I tried to order the so they're at Wild Wings, the top of the list, like the hottest you can get is called Wild. But then there's also mild. So I said,
please don't have a speech impediment.
Yeah. And obviously my tongue is fucking quirky from Life Goes On sometimes.
C'est la vie.
So I go to the girl. I'm like, I'll do 10 wild. She's like, great. Got it. So she goes off, comes back. The kids get their milds. Tiny gets her fucking street tacos. And I get 10 mild. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, but you don't want to be an asshole and say, did you get wild or mild?
Yeah.
Is it this W or is it?
Yeah.
Like, are we doing this or this?
West Coast.
Yeah. Are we doing this or is it this?
I literally just gave somebody the shocker.
Yeah. I got this. I got this guy.
Yeah.
And I was just, and I never send food back.
I don't either.
What's the point?
Yeah.
They've already disappointed you once.
Yeah.
You're gonna give them an opportunity to disappoint you.
I've seen them
thrice, dare you?
Twice or thrice. I've seen the movie Waiting.
Dude. Yeah. Oh, you want some wild now? Piss, ass hairs. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So I just fucking begrudgingly ate him. But whatever. It's fine.
All right. I've been meaning to get this off my chest. I've been watching a lot of, I hope nobody at work ever watches this podcast, but I've been watching a lot of Netflix at work because there's not a lot to do. I recently just started watching How I Met Your Mother.
Great.
I'm wildly amused by it. I get probably one big laugh every episode,
Sure.
and then a
Yeah.
bunch of chuckles here and there.
Yeah. It's a
It's fucking it's
Ha-ha-ha.
amazing. Yes.
It's Friends, but there's a bar instead of the coffee shop.
Yeah, and they have the world's greatest bro in Barney Stinson,
And
who is a gay man, played the absolute shit out of that role.
did. Yep. If he was straight,
I
it
think
wouldn't have happened.
I was most of the way through that show when I found out he was gay, and
Ooh,
I didn't
okay.
want to believe it, and it was hard for me to believe it because he pulled it off so well.
Right.
And then I was like, "Meh, no big deal."
Sure.
Like even his cameo in Harold and Kumar. I mean,
that was the start of Barney Stinson.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I watch a lot of shit on Netflix. I get into I was into the Pablo Escobar shit a lot.
But go ahead.
You know, we all know who Pablo Escobar is, and
Sure.
then I watched the El Chapo
I hear
shit
Vinny Chase played him in Medellin.
in Medellin, yeah.
Good.
And I watched all that shit, and I got caught up in this show called Undercover.
Okay.
Undercover cop goes in to infiltrate the biggest ecstasy dealer in like Denmark. So it was basically like it was tough to watch because of the language barrier and the
okay.
words didn't match up and whatnot. So anyhow, he's an undercover cop. He's married, has kids.
Okay.
He's undercover. He
What a great
has
job,
to have a girlfriend. That's his cover. And they have to act like they're married,
Sign me up.
you know, and all that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But here's my thing. Why is every wife of an undercover cop in a movie or TV show an absolute cunt? They know they are married to an undercover cop and cannot talk about that job. He cannot talk about his job.
Yeah.
For risk of literal death. And yet these women are complete and utter cunts in every show I've watched. And I know that's what they try to write and portray. But that just tells me in real life it's a thing.
Well, most wives are cunts.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But every fucking show I'm watching, every one of them, the wife is an absolute cunt.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
listen, I'm an undercover cop. I'm making big money. My life is on the line every fucking day. I'm doing this to better my family, to provide for you. So you can go out and go to brunch with your girlfriends and afford nice shoes and all this shit. And our kid can go to private school. And I'm working overtime and I'm doing this for you. But when I'm undercover and I'm gone for a week or two at a time, because you know this is my fucking job.
Yeah. I have to have this.
Why do you have to be?
Yeah.
Why do you need to be an absolute cunt? Every one of them. They never understand it. They're like, oh, I want a fucking divorce. What the fuck did you expect, you stupid bitch?
Yeah.
What did you expect?
Yeah, I mean, there's also the side of it where the way things are written right now, I think it started with probably Roseanne. You know, because like before Roseanne, the guy knew, well, no, I'd go Honeymooners. I go way back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the Honeymooners, Jackie Gleason was this, like, he'd get frustrated, whatever, and the wife would always put him in his place. And that kind of started this whole thing. And then magically you have like Glad simp sack commercials where the husband couldn't tie it and he's pouring garbage all over his head. And she goes and buys a thing and she ties a string.
Simp sack.
Yeah. It's like, God, you fucking idiot. It's like this. And now there's like, I wanted to start a website called like Dumb White Dad and just list all the commercials where every dad is just like portrayed as this dumb white guy.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But yeah, no, I think in that situation, number one, you know what we signed up for. If your husband's going to war, let's say your husband's a Navy SEAL.
And you meet him. He's on leave for 6 months. He's at a local bar in your town, and you meet this guy.
It is true love.
And he legit says, I am a Navy SEAL. At any point, I'm going to get a phone call, and I need to be gone in 30 minutes.
Yep.
You will never know where I am. I'm never telling you what I'm doing.
And I don't know if I'm coming back.
And I don't know if I'm coming back. Oh, but, you're hot. You have an 8-pack. I love you. And I'll wait for you. Okay, great. What happens once or twice? You're like, I'm fucking dating a Navy SEAL and I'm so great. This guy's, doing all this shit for America. And all of a sudden he's gone for 3 months on a mission. And you're like, what the fuck were you doing? How many girls? Where were you in Vietnam with fucking strippers and all this? It's just, shut the fuck up. Yeah. You knew this. Yeah. Why are you being an asshole about it?
It's like NBA wives going like, well,
yeah.
Wait a minute. So you banged a Brazilian in Vegas? Like,
yeah, yes, 3 years ago when you were married?
Yeah, I did. Even when you're married, I did. I'm in the NBA. You get to ride around in all the cars I bought and the house that you're in. Of course I'm going to throw a hard one to a fucking Brazilian.
And the clothes. And the shoes and the handbags and the lunches and the brunches and the massages and all the good shit that comes along with me making you billions of dollars that when you decide to get fucking fed up with it and divorce me, you get half of, which is also another fucking
totally
hate it. But yeah, I'm like, I just watching these shows and just every time I'm watching one with an undercover cop or a detective who is just like fucking getting near retirement and he's pushing the overtime. He wants to just go out on top and just finish this last case.
Sure.
And then,
you're going to do this, John?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're going to miss her recital? It's like, I'm on the verge of closing the biggest case of my career. And then I get to retire. Like, so.
And then I will go to every fucking recital, but I'm going to have to miss this one so I can be there for the rest of them.
Sure.
Well, I want a divorce. Fuck off, you pretentious cunts. I don't get it. And I know that the TV shows are written and acted in this way to get you and I to have this conversation fucking now.
Totally. Yeah.
Dude, and you're not telling me that every show that we've ever watched, there's one character you absolutely loathe.
Yes.
And that character is an absolute fuck on TV or in the movie, whatever. And you hate that fuck. You're like, if I ever see that fucker in person, I'm going to punch him. Yeah, in person, they're the nicest person out of it, but that's the role they're playing, and they know they have to sell it.
The only person I've ever met that tracks, that's kind of in the movies, kind of in whatever. What the fuck is her name? Hold on, I'll find her.
Cloris Leachman.
No, she's the best.
She's sweetheart.
She was a nice lady of all time, and she grabbed my ass a lot. Shrinking.
The Kids, Rick Moranis. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No, it is. What the fuck is her name? Hold on. Wendy Malick.
Heard the name, don't know who she is.
She's amazing. Great actress. She's been in 1,000 things. I'll share the screen. You will definitely recognize her.
Yeah, I was going to say, the name sounds familiar, but.
This lady.
Fucking gym tomorrow. Ugh.
Yeah, so this lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I get this call saying, like, hey, you could be an extra or you might have a line or two in this movie that's being filmed.
The middle bottom picture. I wonder what the fuck this show that's from because I recognize that right there. Yeah.
This one?
The bottom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she was
in
in
Women. No,
she was in. God damn it. Some HBO show called, it was one of the first HBO series of all time. And she was the wife of the guy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was an amazing show. She's a great actress. But we're on set and everybody is being so nice. Cloris Leachman, awesome. The lady that played Miss Partridge, sexually harassing, but she was awesome. And so I go, hey, can I get a picture with you? Because I knew who she was. And she was like fifth on the bill. Like she was just in this movie.
Oh, Sybil. I knew her from a
She was in
TV show.
Sybil?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I'd recognize her from a TV show. I'm
She's
like,
had an amazing career.
And
And she's
MacGyver.
fantastic in every goddamn thing she's ever done.
A lot.
But
she's done a lot.
she is up. She was not nice to me. I can't say she's not a nice person, but she was not nice to me. And I don't like her. Yes, only Zeus 13. You can ask me something. Okay. Well, look. So, anyways, Winnie Malik, kind of a dick. However, I support her.
you, as an artist or an actor, actress, do you think you deserve the right to be a dick to people? I don't think you do.
Yeah, I think you sign up for it. You know, like you're a professional athlete. Games online, you miss the three. You kind of deserve. You get paid not to play, but you get paid also for what happens after the fact.
Performance and
yeah. You get like it's part of it. You know. Careful that haunted door.
Do you ever have a fart that's like cold air comes out, not hot?
No,
that was hot. That felt cold.
Well, I think you're dead inside. That's fine.
We're up to 63 degrees under the table here.
I would say right now that
I might be getting.
It's cold as shit for me.
Where?
Like it in my basement, it is cold as fuck.
It is the warmest it's been in 2 weeks here right now.
Oh, good for you. Yeah,
30,
so
37 degrees right now. And then Sunday, high of 10. Tuesday, high of 11, low of -2. It's going to be cold as fuck.
I don't appreciate when people post. Now, I've been a server, and we were watching some fucking football game on Sunday, and Alex Van Pelt is offensive coordinator for one of the teams. Alex Van Pelt was a Bills quarterback.
He was also. Yeah, did he coach here? A little?
He did coach a little bit, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, so I tell the story about being at Comics Cafe, and Alex Van Pelt shows up. He's the backup quarterback to, I want to say, fucking Rob Johnson or Flutie. Maybe he's third on the list or whatever, but he's still making a good living, you know, in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Shows up at the Comics Cafe. They comp his whole meal. He's got a 10 top. Leaves no tip. I think as a person that's out there, you're getting shit comped. You should pay half the bill as a tip.
Wait,
I think if you're
all right, so you go to a show or a bar or whatever.
Let's say me and you,
and you're a semi.
Let's say our shit gets picked up, right?
Okay, so we're semi known, whatever, people might recognize us.
Yeah.
We go to a bar and bar owner's like, "Yo, you guys are from the podcast that did this and everything. Hey, we'll pick up your tab." All right, cool. We spend $200 on food and wine and drinks and whatever for the night.
Wine? What are we fucking Greco-Roman? I'm in.
I would. You telling me I'd fucking drink the shit out of some wine,
dude.
Having
red
a good
wine fucks my cock.
Dude, we're having a good fucking. We're eating steak and lobster because we're having a nice dinner and we're having wine, bro. So we get like a $200 meal, and like we got this. I'm leaving $100 or $200.
Yeah, I was gonna say $200 tip.
Yeah. What our
We're
dinner
no worse
was
for the wear.
exactly, because we were spending that no matter what.
Yeah.
That's how I'm rolling.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying thanks, man, appreciate you, whatever. No, motherfucker. If I have a $200 or $300 or $400 meal and you comp it, I'm gonna leave that money and
At least half.
spread that. Dude, I'm leaving you $400
Yeah, at least half.
and
yeah.
then spread it out because I plan on spending it no matter what.
Sure. Yeah. So Wendy Malick at the time
I
was
can't reply to him because that's from Twitch.
petering. Like, I wouldn't say she had like a fucking uptick career. She's great on shrinking. She's great on.
She's been in everything, so yeah.
Yeah, she's been in 1,000 things, but it's not like the paparazzi is like
The
knocking down her paparazzi. I said paparazzi. You're right. Paparazzi.
I'm waiting for some fat Italian fuck to come in.
Paparazzi.
Wait, how do you not need two different microphones now?
I changed it.
Had a boy. See,
Yeah. I don't like the hiss. I hear the hiss. You don't hear the
I
hiss?
didn't. I don't
I
hear
hear
the
the
hiss. I mean, I don't. The other people that watch this, I don't know if they hear it.
But it's not like people were beating on her door to get a fucking
Yeah.
Polaroid camera fucking picture. You know?
Yo, Zeus, ask your fucking question, bro.
Only Zeus 13. He only has a small cock.
His
I was trying to rhyme 13.
picture
but
there is. What do you mean you can't rhyme Wisconsin with mansion?
So 13. What would you rhyme 13 with?
14.
Zeus 13 and he only fucks 14-year-olds.
Is that a Twitch symbol?
That is a Twitch symbol, yes. Yo.
Yeah,
Can
so that shows up in the chat here, but I don't see it.
I don't think he's black because he said ask and not axe.
Yeah.
That's the
And
thing.
he also spelled you.
Yeah, so he might be Mexican.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Why do you mean Mexican? What is that?
I don't know. But guess what? On Tuesday, you're going to get deported.
Your ass gone.
A lot of people say only Zeus 13 deported. A lot of people. Everyone
I'm
says it.
so excited. I just can't.
I'm going to name his yard
it's not
Yard
that
of Trump.
it's not that I'm like everybody says, just because you voted for Trump, you're a fucking Trumper and you suck his dick and all this.
I'm
No,
not.
That's not how this works, man. I am excited for the liberal heads to just pop like fucking dandelions.
Well, no,
I'm just so ready for them to be so mad. That's all I want. I the fact that it angers them makes me happy. Like
yeah,
I muted
are
so many of these Subaru owners.
You got a Subaru and a mullet and blue hair and a little poodle.
I muted so many of them.
Off the face of the earth because it's illegal to be gay.
Worst thing we could ever ask for. I muted so many of them. Because I'm not going to unfriend you because of your political views. I just don't want to see it. You're bashing of one side or the other constantly. You throw out a dig here and there. Hey, we get it. Okay.
No,
it's cool. I'll throw that dig out, and I have, and whatever, and I leave it alone. It's not constant. The Subaru owners are fucking. It's a constant battle. My rights are being taken. This, that, and your thing. They're gonna kick us out of the country. They're gonna kill us. It's all this bullshit.
Yeah.
None of that's happening.
Well,
And as much as you want to believe it, none of it's happening.
but hold on. So it's not their fault for thinking that because of the only things that they listen to. Right?
Bingo.
So I totally get it. So I was going to send you a screenshot today of a person that I legitimately love. I love this person to no end. And I will always stick up for her. She's one of my favorite people on the planet. But she posted a meme of Carrie Underwood holding a baseball bat with a truck in the background that is smash as shit. Number one, a baseball bat's not going to smash a truck like that. Okay? But
She the one that sings the song before he cheats?
Yeah, so
With
hold
the
on.
baseball bat?
Yeah, so I'll read
All
you
right.
I'll read you the content of the meme. So you get the idea of what it's about, right? So it's a kind of like a picture up top with a smoking truck behind Carrie Underwood, who's hot as shit. I met someone that had sex with her, says she was a bad lay. No big deal. But the person says, now, my friend did not say this. She's just reposting it. So to summarize, if a man cheats, Carrie Underwood will take a baseball bat to his car, his truck, and it is like literally there's a wheel on the side, like falling off the thing. You're not going to do it with a baseball bat. Fine. But if a man cheats and rapes, she'll sing at his inauguration. I think that's a little bit, it's a stretch. It's a stretch. You know, it's fine. It's a stretch. And I can see why people that are in that community are a little bit stressed. I can see it. And I sympathize. You know why? Because I'm not a homer. Daryl is a Michigan homer. He sees only blue. I'm a little bit more free flowing, dude. I'm good. I'm all over the place. I'm also a fucking moron. What the fuck do I know? It could turn to total shit on Tuesday morning. It could turn to total shit. But we've been going through total shit for the last 4 years. Might want to try something different. There's this pendulum that flows, and usually when somebody is habitually terrible, as people thought Trump was, although if you look at the election statistics, a little crazy that double the people voted for Biden in the last election. Don't flag me, YouTube, because YouTube guys don't do jiu-jitsu, so they're not being cool. But if you look at that kind of shit, you could see where there's a little bit of muddy in the water, you know? A little bit of mud.
I said, I'm not going on a Trump parade. I'm not professing my love to the guy. I voted for him because I liked him better than the other option. And I like the fact that the guy's not even in office and literally says Hamas and fucking
Things are
Gaza or whatever.
Figure it out or there's hell to pay.
Figure it out or I'm going to flip the switch and press
His
the
words
red button.
were, there is hell to pay.
Yeah. And what happened? Oh, we're going to have a ceasefire.
It's fixed. Yeah, and we get hostages back.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And why couldn't the current administration get that done?
Well, here's my question to you.
Because they're run by a fucking clan of retards.
Here's my clan. Fucking... It's called a clue.
Blues, clues, electro clocks.
One time. Hold on. Let me get the question out.
My clan.
Hold on. God damn it.
Yeah.
I had a great question and I ruined it because I misspoke.
Sure.
Oh, okay. So the president, now Trump doesn't take a salary. The last time he was president, he did not take a salary. He donated his salary to charities that he believed in.
Yeah, like veterans and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Biden took a salary. Fine. It's fine. You're doing a job. Get paid for the job. I get it.
Yeah.
Why doesn't America? Okay, so let's say over the last year we paid Ukraine
$200 billion.
Yeah, I'd say let's call it 190. I think
Yeah.
I don't know if it's above 200, but
Let's just
190
round up.
billion
Let's
dollars.
just round up.
And
Even number.
Unfortunately, and it sucks to say that 6 Ukrainian generals' mansions burned down in California, which makes no sense to me, anyways. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's weird, right?
Yeah, crazy. And you know, Ukraine is actually selling the weapons that we're giving them
For a profit.
to drug cartels. But whatever. Let's get past that, right?
But why are we just getting past that?
Because there's no checks and no balances, Daryl. It's fine. It's all out there in the ether.
That
But-
was the whole thing.
But I think that the president, instead of having this race to the bottom, which a lot of people feel like it is, like, so my friend that posted that thing, she would think that we have the bottom of the barrel for the Republican Party representing the country, right? And we think that Biden was the bottom of the barrel representing the the Democratic Party, and Kamala was probably worse than that, right? We would think that.
Yeah.
Why not say that the president of America gets paid $5 billion a year? We have the money.
Do we?
We accidentally paid not Ukraine. Yeah, Ukraine. We fucked up accounting wise and paid them an extra $6 billion on accident. On accident.
Whoopsie.
When we could have fixed Maui for $5.5 billion, but they all got $750. Asheville, fucked. They got $700. They're freezing to death, waiting in line for propane. They got $750. Why not pay the president $5 billion a year? And then maybe we'd see some cream of the crop rise up and try to get that job.
Incorrect.
You don't think so?
No. Do you know where that $5 billion is going to go?
Where?
Into
kickbacks?
Yep. Into the stock market with insider trading to make them richer. There is no reason, none at all, any of these senators, Congress people, elected officials should be worth what they're worth. Not even close. There's no reason Nancy Pelosi should have the portfolio she does right now.
Yeah, she's
The only reason these people
in the history
have that kind of money is because they are being given insider information. And until we as a people somehow are able to rise up and stop this bullshit.
I agree.
You're running a country and you're getting $400,000 a year. Doctors, people, heart surgeons should get that.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, there should be zero ability to profit when you're in an elected official, and there needs to be these term limits have to happen. We
Dude,
cannot. What happens when you hit the age of 65, 68? They're forcing you out of the workforce.
Yeah, they put you out of the pasture. Yep.
Yet here we are pushing guys that are 80 years old and completely senile
Oh, Mitch McConnell?
to run a country.
Yeah.
Biden. Everybody's like, Trump's just as old as Sam. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not a huge fan of everything Trump does by any means.
Same.
He needs to shut his mouth sometimes, and his handlers need to if his handlers can get control of him, we'd be in a real good spot.
Sure.
But he backs up what he says he's going to do.
He works.
And that's the thing. But, he golfs so much. Biden, he can't golf. Biden can barely fucking breathe on his own.
Yeah. So what's crazy
you're telling me that, Trump took all these vacations and Obama didn't? Fuck off.
Oh.
The double standards, and the amount of money these people make outside of their position, but also the taxes that we pay for these assholes to do nothing because they just don't give a fuck about our best interests at all. No.
So
there's no reason I need to be paying taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes. I shouldn't be.
So Biden took how many? Okay, so if he works every day, it's 100%. Where do you think he was on holidays?
How many days? How many weeks? Is it a percentage?
Yeah, give me a percentage.
12.
40.
Wait. 40% of the time Joe Biden
was president, he took 40% of the time off. I was trying to think about this with
how do you do this?
Obviously like regular jobs, not computable. Then I started thinking about like Zion Williamson, right? Like so Zion Williamson, who's undeniably talented. But if you look at his stats,
so out of roughly just shy of 1,500 days that Joe Biden was employed by us taxpayers,
he took 40% off.
He took almost 600 days of those 1,500 off.
Yep. While the world was literally going to shit, right?
I mean, how many times did people ask where he was? Right? How many times did people say, where is our president? When is he going to speak on this? When is he going to give us some direction? When is he going to say something? Oh, he's got COVID again. He's hiding in the fucking basement. Dude, stop. Why is he here?
So if you look at Zion Williamson, so let's go 5 years times
theft.
82.
Theft. 410.
Yeah. Nice.
Welcome.
So first year, he plays 24 games.
As a rookie.
And it's a full salary, right?
Yeah.
Second year, 61.
Okay, so that's a good chunk.
Yep.
That is that's 3/4 of a season.
Mm-hmm. Third year, 29.
A third of a season.
Fourth year, 70.
Ooh, last year he actually played most of the season.
And for this year so far, he's at 10, but he just started playing like a month ago.
He's the modern day Greg Oden.
Yeah.
Just absolutely stealing money.
But still, like if you look at his like stats, 24 and a half.
Yeah, I mean those are good numbers.
When he plays, right? He produces, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to like figure out like if you had Biden's vacation time, if you're an actual worker, right? So what do you get? Maybe 2 weeks a year?
What?
If you're actually employed at a company, you get 2 weeks paid vacation?
Sure. Go 3. Go 3. 3's average.
Yeah, sure.
I took 8 weeks last year.
Nice. If you look at this guy, he's maybe worked, not counting for rehab and all the shit, but he's played maybe 30% of the time.
This is 5 years.
Yeah. Well, I would say 4 years. So 70, 29, 61, 24. Oh, God. So 82 games times 4. It should have been 328 games, right?
Yeah.
24 plus 61 plus 29 plus 70 divided by 4. He's played 131 games. So he's played less than a third of the time.
Because he even played 2 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he hasn't played 2 seasons worth
No.
in 4 years. So he's played a third of the time. And that's egregious, right? Because he's getting the full stats. He's getting full money, whatever. Biden gets paid. And he's at 40% of the time. 40% of the time he's taken off. Let alone going into work at 10, like they said, and being done at work at 2. Not even putting a full day. Those are the days where he was actually off. And the world went to shit. You have to...
Not just the world, the country went to shit.
Yes.
But honestly, if I'm president of the United States, and I've seen movies and I know they portray things different, but I'm like, I'm assuming these motherfuckers are up by 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Get into it. Yeah.
You get up, you're walking to go grab breakfast, and your advisor's handing you fucking notes about what's going on in the world, what's happening, blah, blah, blah. You're in your pajamas, you have your breakfast because you got to act like a human, right? Normal shit.
Whatever.
Have your breakfast, come back, you take a shower, you get dressed, you put on your fucking suit. You walk out in, go to the Oval Office, you sit down, your handlers are fucking firing shit. This is going on. Here's the top secret thing. We're going to fucking strike fucking Malaysia today with drone strikes. This is going to happen at 10:30 this morning. It's 9 o'clock now and whatever. And this is going on all day. Hey, you have lunch.
Borders out of control.
Yeah. We have Mexicans streaming over and he's just like, oh, more voters for me. LOL. And we're not going to worry about that. And when do I get my ice cream sandwich? And then you have lunch. I mean, I'm assuming that a president, honestly, would be like a
solid 10 hours a day.
Honestly, easily.
Yeah.
And I would love to say that they're fucking up at 7, 8 and rolling.
Sure.
Just because there's so much shit you have to be overseeing. And you're working till
you're not even looking at like the United States. You're looking at the entire world because that's your job.
Yeah. You're just say you start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Start. You're like in it you made a decision at 8:01.
First sip of coffee, ready to roll.
You're telling me you're not working till 9, 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah. I'd say 8 to 5 would be great. But I don't think you even did that.
No. If you're a president, I want you working 12-hour days.
Yes. I agree completely.
That's what I want out of you.
Yes.
I want you there at 8 o'clock, present in a meeting. Let's go. All this shit's going on. Sure, take an hour and a half for lunch because we all know that's what corporate shit does. And then I want you fucking on the ball until 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Shut it down. Put your pajamas on. Have a cigar. Eat your ice cream. Sniff some little kid's hair. Do whatever you're fucking going to do.
Whatever keeps you up at night, dude.
Watch the late news. Watch CNN. Turn it on. You got all your TVs going on. Go to fucking sleep. Get 8 hours of sleep. Bang. You're fucking back at it by 7. To me, that's what a president should be doing because if I ran a country or company, I should be putting in 10, 12-hour days if I own a company.
Yeah, I do.
If I'm running a country, I should be doing the same, if not more. I mean, I get you can't just fucking go out and after work and fucking slam down a bunch of bourbon, have a bender till 3 a.m. and be up at 5 running.
Dude, Winston Churchill beat the Nazis, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, no, I think some shit's really fucked up. What's weird over the last 4 years has been like, well, we got to also worry about everybody else. And we do, like, historically.
Obviously.
United States pays for people to not be fucking dicks, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, there's bullies on the street. So, if you want to walk to lunch with $10, you're going to bring $20 and you're going to hand out some money to the bullies, right? That's what the United States does. That's our foreign policy. That's fine. But we still were giving out the $10 to the bullies, and the bullies were still doing shit that we didn't want them to do. Like, why is it weird? Why is it bad to say that we're going to put America first? Last time I checked, we're all Americans.
That's the problem. I don't understand. They're like, oh, you guys are a maggots. Listen, you live here too. You pay taxes like we do. Why would you not want to make this country great again? Is it because somebody you don't like came up with that slogan? If Biden came up with that, you guys would be jerking off all over it.
Oh, the Build Back Better plan. That's great. How's California
How'd
doing?
that fucking work?
Yeah.
One of the worst programs in history. And I understand everybody being divided, and you got your guy, and you're a party person. You vote down your party line.
It's Sabres League.
I could never ever do that. I don't even know what I'm registered as, because I think I guessed when I had to register at 18, which I don't understand why they make you do that. 18-year-old kids are fucking stupid, and you're telling me you have to commit to a party back then? You don't.
I would love nothing more than for us to have, like,
one of us to hold political office. Oh my god!
No, yeah, I'd be great. He died like a dog. No, I would love nothing more than for us to actually have like somebody that could unify the country, because right now it's red against blue. It's
far left, far right. There's no here.
Yeah.
You can't teeter on the line. I'm like, I can teeter on the line. Like,
well, I
can't.
What do you mean? Obama got close.
Listen, but the fucking Democrats, they come up with this idea. It's a decent idea.
Yeah.
The Republicans have a really good idea too. Why don't you guys fucking sit in a room and figure out how you guys are this close? Just put it together, work together, and whatever. But I'm like, in local elections and shit, voted for a few Democrats. They're like, how could you do that? Because the plan that they had
is better for me and better for my family than it was for the other side. Yeah, totally.
This is the thing. My vote, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about you. I care about me. Your vote should care about you.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that I need to vote a certain way for you. I don't need to. This vote goes this way because that plan, that ideology. Oh my god,
boy,
dude! In my head, it was coming out with ideology.
It was good.
Is what's gonna benefit me the most. But what about gay rights or whatever? They're gonna kill all of us. I'm sorry.
Show me where in any documentation where it says that that's gonna happen.
Dude,
I don't believe it.
2016, when they all said it, when Trump gets in, we're all gonna die. Guess what? They're all still here.
Yeah.
Nobody died. No, he didn't kill anybody. So stop thinking like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
But now they're like the fucking Subaru owners. Dude, I love saying that.
Yeah, dude. It's good.
It's funny. They're like, we told you, here it comes, taking away your rights. And dude, I think it had to do with your state. They're talking about like limiting fucking some sort of trans marriages or whatever. It's like the whole trans thing, it's a ridiculous movement. And we don't care that much about it.
No.
For you to jam this down our throats constantly.
What's weird is, okay, so they just passed a bill. It passed. But if you're so this is how weird our politics are. So if you're an illegal immigrant, so you came to the country illegally and you commit a crime, you harm somebody, you sexually abuse somebody, whatever. Some people on the Republican side said, well, we're going to have a bill that says if you are in the country illegally, not even just saying if you're in the country illegally, we're going to get rid of you. But if you harm somebody or you're convicted of a crime here and you're also an illegal immigrant, we're going to move you out. We're going to send you back. Like 80 or like 132 Democrats voted against it. When to me, if I was running the country or if we had a bar and said, there's a lot of people that come in, don't pay cover, and then those guys are starting fights, you get them out and they're never allowed back, right?
Yeah.
You don't say, hold on, let's keep them in here. I know they're not paying us any money. I know they're not doing anything good for us.
Yeah. Put those bodies in the bar.
And anyone that objects against it, obviously we need to kick the paying customers out.
Yeah.
Or penalize those guys, right? But like, if you're in the country illegally and if you do X, whatever that X is, they voted against moving those people out.
Yeah.
Like, that it reminds me of like the whole premise of Scarface is that Cuba emptied the jails. This is true.
Yeah.
Because they were saying, fuck it, everyone go to Miami. And what happened? Scarface and those motherfuckers came to Miami. And Miami was Chicago in the 40s, in the 80s. It was bedlam.
Yeah.
Well, Venezuela emptied all the fucking jails.
Why did they do that?
Because they all came to America.
Yeah.
And they're not checked. So, like,
dude, I watched those fucking El Chapo and fucking Pablo Escobar documentaries and all the shows that go along with it. It's wild that the government was that involved in the drug trade. Like that was the whole Reaganomics thing where he was a big war on drugs.
Yeah.
And the government is legit buying drugs, selling drugs. It was insane. Yeah. Mind-blowing for me because I didn't pay much attention to it back then, but here I am 40 years later watching shows, and it was just like watching these undercover fucking guys trying to get into Pablo's inner circle, and they're like, listen, we need the American government on our side. We have to grease them. We're going to send drugs across the border, and we're going to let them catch us so they can show this huge bust. Meanwhile, while that's going on, we're running fucking 50,000 tons around the fucking end around. And it's just like, this happened.
It did.
This is the government that we pay for to serve and protect us. They're literally in fucking drug dealers.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And then we saw what happened during COVID. So, yeah.
And Iran-Contra.
Like, the Iran-Contra deal, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's weird. Growing up, you thought that we were the best country in the world. Right? And you thought that we did no wrong. Cool. You froze, dude, drinking a bottle of beer, and it's the best freeze of all time. Well, I guess I'll keep talking until you show up. So we thought we were the best country in the world. I still think we are. But even during those times. Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, your mouth was moving really fast. Oh,
yeah, so
sped up.
Dude, you were frozen with a bottle of beer like this.
Dude, yeah, you were doing the same thing.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, yeah, I thought growing up we had the best country in the world.
I did too, because that was back in the day where like it was cool to want your country to be awesome. And we were the most feared country. We were the most feared country in the world. You didn't fuck with us.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's like, fuck you, we can do this and everything. And all of a sudden Trump's like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. I will obliterate your country with a push of a button. Stop fucking around. Get your ass in line. Or I'm pushing a button.
Easy.
Like, what a fucking tyrant. No, motherfuckers, this is what it's going to take for us to come back on top.
Yeah, you have to have someone that's absolute cutthroat
You fucking pudding head for the last 4 years. What the fuck was he gonna do? Oh, here's $200 billion. Just make it go away and be nice to each other. Fuck off, douchebag.
And they're taking
push the button.
A lot of that money that we spent over there wasn't just us sending them money. It was us sending them money through munitions companies that were sending them fucking shit. And then those guys are selling our shit that we paid, our tax dollars. They're paying those they're selling those on the black market to people that want to hurt us.
Yeah.
And that's why 6 mansions
Why
that were owned by generals for Ukraine burned down in the Palisades. How the fuck are we paying people to get mansions in the Palisades? How the fuck does Zelensky's wife go buy an $8 million car?
Yeah.
If they have no money? What are we doing?
Why are we getting involved in that war that none of it benefits us?
Well, Ukraine is the bed. Fuck. It might be best through autotune. Ukraine is the breadbasket of the entire world.
They have all the
a lot of great
ingredients.
You want bread, bitch? Well, then pay us $200 billion.
It doesn't work when you laugh.
No, it does not.
But that's the fucked up thing. It's like, why are we involved in this Ukraine and Russia war? Just let them fight it out.
Well,
at what point did this war? At what point did us backing Ukraine benefit us?
So this is what happened.
I'm all ears.
I'm gonna teach you, babe. So Russia said. So Russia's not in the NATO
at all.
Shit, right?
Cunts.
So Russia said, all right, cool. No neighboring area to our country will be allowed to be in Russia or be in NATO. And the first thing that they did when they got in the office, Biden and all them, they invited Ukraine to be part of NATO. They're still not. But Russia was like, all right, if you're going to be part of NATO, we're going to move our little puzzle pieces to the border of our country. It's been a well understood thing that Russia does not want any neighboring country to be part of NATO. And literally the first thing we did was say, you know what? Ukraine, you should be part of NATO. So you're going to poke the bear? You're going to do it? When you know fucking that dude over there in Russia is a zero fucks guy? So of course this happened. And now Russia's like, well, fuck it. If we're going to go to war with these guys, we want some of the places that we gave back to you. We want those to be back to Russia. Because fuck you. Russia's trying to expand territory. It's kind of a game of risk at this point. Russia wants to expand their territory back to where they were in the mid-90s. Because fuck you. We're going to take back the cities that Russia used to have that are now parts of Ukraine. We're going to go take those back. We're going to push our soldiers there. And all we had to do is say, first of all, Trump doesn't even believe in NATO. Doesn't seem like NATO's fine. I totally get it. But when we pay 90% of what other people pay, it's not cool. Because everyone thinks like, what are you looking at? I feel like I'm going on a rant.
I'm waiting for it. I'm ready.
No, everyone thinks that like the United States just like prints up a new batch of like $8 billion and sends it over. It's our money.
Yeah.
Did you hear the thing about California where it was like Oregon sent fire trucks down?
Oh, and they allegedly got stopped.
Yeah,
For
they had to go to
emissions check.
Sacramento for emissions.
But that was proven not true.
Okay,
They
cool.
were stopped for less than like 10 minutes for something else. It wasn't they were stopped for a half hour for emissions. It was I forgot what it was, but it was something.
But it is true that the
some sort of safety check. I think it was.
It is true that the reservoirs were not punched up with water because of some weird, obscure fish, like a smelt. That is true.
Yeah.
So a fish population where we could have rolled in, fire started, rolled in, caught some fish, made them fuck in a fucking tub, got the water, put out the fires, maybe have some water in the fire hydrants. I don't know. Call me a layperson, but
Call me a layperson.
that's probably the way to fucking make fire stop is to have water. And then put the fish goo back in the thing and made babies. We could probably triple the population of these smelts that everyone's so goddamn concerned about.
Is tripling the smelt population a good thing or no?
Yeah, well, that's bad for turtles, so we can't do that either, guys. Like you have parts. This is what kills me about this whole thing. You have fires in Maui. Maui's an island surrounded by, guess what? Water. Throw shit in the fucking ocean and pump that bitch. Make cloud seed it.
Oh, maybe the conspiracy theorists should have flown their planes and cloud seeded and made fucking massive thunderstorms like they did over Dubai to put the fires out.
Dude, cloud seeding is an actual thing.
We've been over this. It is. It will not create a massive thunderstorm. You need a storm in order to make it a little stronger. You cannot create a fucking once in a lifetime flood with cloud seeding. You dumbass conspiracy theorist twat. How do I share this?
Hold on.
Silver iodide into the storm clouds, causing water within the clouds to freeze and increasing the amount of precipitation that falls.
We can't make a storm happen and we can't create conditions in the storm that are ideal. Those happen naturally. And what we're doing is just taking advantage of existing conditions, naturally occurring conditions, and trying to make the storm, again, more efficient from a water supply perspective.
It's called cloud seeding, and as futuristic as it sounds, it's been around since the 1940s. Today, states, utility companies, and ski resorts alike pay companies like Weather Modification International significant money to seed storm clouds and increase snowfall in the drought-ridden American West and worldwide.
Our current project is about $4 million a year. We're very well supported. We have a lot of local stakeholders that are investing in it.
Until recently, the evidence for cloud seeding's efficacy was murky, but research has finally shown unequivocally that it works, and there's been no evidence to show that the seeding agent, silver iodide, is harmful at the current level that it's used. Blestrud says that Idaho Power sees an 11 or 12% increase in snowpack in some areas that it seeds, while Karkit says Turlock's program results in about 60 to 90,000 extra acre-feet of water every year. While it's no cure for the West's historic drought, dozens of cloud seeding programs across the country are ramping up right now as winter gets underway.
Bro.
What happened?
Dude, cloud seeding.
What I miss?
It's real, dude.
Adam and I have talked to you about this, and we admitted it to you. It's real. You are just not going to fly a fucking Cessna up on a clear day,
No, you need
cloud
pre-existing.
seed, and have fucking a rain. You're not going to
Yes.
have that.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I agree.
You are not going to fly into a cloudy day, which is probably about to produce rain, and cloud seed and produce torrential downpours.
You could do that.
You're not.
They just said that.
You're not taking it from fucking here and going up here. You're taking it here and going to here. That's all you're doing with it. You are not taking a normal fucking rainy fucking Tuesday, driving your Cessna through and throwing your fucking aluminum oxide or whatever all over the sky and having a biblical fucking rainstorm coming from it. You're a fucking complete idiot if you believe that. Are you going to get slightly more rain than you would have? Yes, you are.
Yeah, so the
shit
problem
that
with
happened
California is
That
that
shit that happened in Dubai was
Crazy.
not the result of cloud seeding.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
give a fuck what you thought. I mean, if you believe that, dude, I'm having a hard time being your friend if you buy into this. I do.
the problem with California is that it had a historically high drought. So there's no way to
Wait, so
even
those
just-
things happen, right?
Yes. Yeah. So there's no way to actually capitalize on a potential storm cluster to put the iodine or oxide or whatever the fuck it is in the clouds and make the rain.
Yeah.
But what you could do is not cut the budget for deforestation and probably fix some of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's great, but those places are just predetermined to be a hotbed for something like that to happen. California, what are they known for? Wildfires and
Gays.
earthquakes, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Where you live, what are you guys known for?
Tornadoes.
You live in fucking Tornado Alley.
Sure do. Sure enough.
What are we known for here living in Buffalo? Snow.
Fat chicks. Sorry.
Huh?
Fat chicks?
Yes, and snow.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Florida. Hey, guess what? It's fucking hurricane season 3 months out of the year. Why the fuck would you live there?
Taxes.
But why wouldn't you live at the north part of Florida where they don't get hit with that shit?
Yeah. Well, it also sucks there. Like it would live in north of Florida.
Why would you live in Gainesville when you can live in Miami? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't want to rebuild my house every 3 fucking years. I don't want to pay ungodly amounts for hurricane insurance, flood insurance, and all this shit. And then when that happens, they're like, yep, guess what? We're not covering it. What the fuck am I paying you for?
And for the California shit, this is kind of crazy. So everyone's all up on their tits because a lot of fire insurance companies like State Farm and stuff like that said, well, when you have to renew, we're also not going to honor fire insurance. Like you had it last year, you don't have it this year. Well, why is that? Because they see the trends. They see the fact that you've literally, your government has completely not done anything to assist in like the under debris or whatever the fuck it's called. And it's basically a tinderbox. Like someone could throw a lit cigarette or a fucking joint, hey man, and all of a sudden you have a goddamn forest fire because they cut all of that shit. Why would you, if you owned an insurance company, why would you even try to do it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Everything is sketchy and everything happens, and it's just like it's crazy because like Buffalo right now, as of today, could stop like some sort of weird insurance thing that we don't have. And now in 3 months, whatever they just cut happens. Why did it happen? Coincidence?
No, hold on. If Buffalo got away with, let's say, giving away 80% of their snowplow trucks.
Yeah, like we have an abundance. Winters haven't been too bad. We're gonna sell our snowplow.
Yeah. So as an insurance company, you're going to hedge your bets on the side of, well, fuck that. We're not going to pay insurance for that. You know, like forest fires are the biggest goddamn thing that happens in California. It just happens. It's part of the deal.
But no, does it just happen, or is it because of all the planes flying with the DEW fucking lasers on the front?
No,
which one is it? I need to know.
No,
is this a natural occurrence that is pretty much a given that California is going to have a wildfire every year? Depends on how big, how bad, and where. Or is it because the government is shooting lasers down on communities to start giant fires all at once, but they will avoid the ones with blue roofs or blue vehicles?
I think it's a mix of both. But
oh my God, why am I talking to you?
Hold on.
Seriously, no.
I'm on your page, dude. I'm on
your
your side.
You're not, though. You're not.
I don't think it's the government starting fires.
You just said you think you do.
No, I was just making you mad.
Why do you have to be a cunt?
Because I am.
Well, yeah, no shit. Do you buy the fucking the Volkswagen van story? I don't.
No, I don't.
I believe that car got put there or it got photoshopped there.
It's AI or Photoshop, yeah. So, but when the department that is in charge of deforestation to make sure that it's not a goddamn tinderbox,
isn't their job is to go through and clear all that shit?
Yeah, totally, yeah, okay. Or do control burns.
Yeah,
you know. Okay. So that was cut, and so the insurance companies go, well, shit. The government's not doing this, therefore we can't. When your policy is up for renewal, we're also not going to cover this.
Yeah.
I don't think the insurance companies are the bad person.
I do. In every aspect, I think they are, no matter what. Hey, here, down in Guana where Chris's parents live, you live in a flood zone. Okay, will we offer you flood insurance? It's an extra $4,000 a year. Yes, we will take that because we live in a flood zone. Creek comes up, our house floods. Yeah, we're not covering that. Why am I fucking paying you?
No, so
why?
That's way different.
No, this is the same thing as you fucking have fire or tornado insurance or whatever the fuck it is. Why are we paying for shit? And then when those things happen, you're not covering it.
No,
I pay fucking medical insurance out the ass every week out of my paycheck. I get cancer, we're not covering that. Why? I'm paying you for medical insurance.
Yeah, so
you're not paying for this. I hate this part of the country.
It's a little bit. So hear me out.
I'd like to.
So you and I own two Dolts insurance company, right?
Good luck getting paid, bitches.
Sweet.
We're so rich.
And we start to see that the government in California is not paying attention to controlled burns and deforestation. So when people are coming up for renewal, we start saying, well, hey, man, they're not doing their part. The government that you pay taxes for. So we'll carry insurance on all these earthquake or whatever, mudslides or whatever, but fire,
mudslides, yeah.
The government's not doing their part.
So if we are the insurance holders on that, would it be in our best interest to not say anything and just say, you know what, the government's fucking up. They're not doing their job. So when this person's policy comes up, we're just not going to renew that part.
Yeah, they were knowingly told that.
Or are we going to send out a fucking flyer a month ahead of time saying, hey, listen, the government in the state of California is not doing their part with the deforestation projects. They're not taking care of everything the way they need to. therefore, in 30 days, we will be limiting or eliminating this part of our policy.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's
But
what
I don't think they said a fucking word.
no,
Just
no,
let it slide.
it was known because California didn't do their part. And
You think what's his name? Gavin Newsom should be hung?
yes,
I cannot believe that guy's still alive and somebody in California has not made an attempt on his life.
and
Facebook, it's just me talking. He's
it's
just as bad, if
it's
not
humor.
a worse government.
I immediately regret this decision.
Fucking governor than Kathy Hochul.
Yeah,
And
so
that's pushing it.
and the other side of that too is like, so Newsom also said they're gonna reimagine and they're gonna make a smart city now.
Oh yeah, in 2028.
Like,
And this was the purge. Was it, or was it just shit happens?
it's definitely a shit happens thing, but also it shit happens because of shit, right? So like they also did all this, right? I don't think it was calculated, but when you see people on video watching these dudes walk around in fucking jumpsuits and just light a fucking palm tree on fire when the winds are 30 miles an hour, what the fuck in a drought? What the fuck do you expect? There's been so many people that have been caught
Doing stupid
lighting
shit.
fires.
Oh, gender reveal. Whoop, spark, poof.
Yeah.
Fucking half California burns.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. But I mean, we don't live there. And really, the only reason Hollywood is there is because it doesn't rain that much. So you can film stuff there.
I mean, well, most of it's filmed indoors anyhow.
Yeah, and anything that is set in New York City is actually filmed in like what, Vancouver or Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, it's all bullshit anyways. But I feel bad for the people that aren't millionaires, but let's say that they had
Dude, I said this earlier. It's hard for me, you're watching all these celebrities and then these asshole celebrities that are like D-list. They're like, oh, my house is sitting there thing. And it's like I put that post up on Facebook. I don't give a fuck about celebrities losing their home.
Yeah.
They got shit tons of money. Yeah, guess what? They lost some heirlooms. They lost some shit with their kids. They're probably never going to get back. Whatever. They got the money.
But they're also people. So like,
okay, that's fine. And
Yeah.
then the other half of the coin is, even though the celebrities live at 101 Parkdale in the Palisades, the guy that lives at 103 Parkdale has the same house worth the same amount of money, but he actually works for a living.
yeah, he's a grip or like
No,
something
he's not. He's no. If he's living there, he's a tit doctor. You know, whatever. But I'd rather hear about those guys' stories. And there's no poor people no poor people lost their house. Nobody living paycheck to paycheck lost their house where those houses burned. I'm sorry, they didn't. Those are $1 million houses, $500,000 houses. So nobody living paycheck to paycheck lost that. I feel bad for some of these people that had a lesser house on a famous street, been there for years, not a celebrity and whatever, but that's it. I feel bad that some people lost some shit that meant a lot to them. Your house can be replaced. We had this conversation the other night at dinner. Chris has sat there and looked right at my kids and said, listen, hands down, this house started on fire. We are getting you out first.
Yes. Yeah.
Then we're going to worry about getting the dogs out. And then the last thing to even worry about is items and the fish.
Sure.
Brady's like, what's going to happen to the fish? They're going to boil. They're going to die. They're going to go to fish heaven. If the dogs can't get out, they die. We can get a new dog. I can't get a new you.
Yeah.
I can't get a new kid.
Yep.
Get the fuck out the house, run across the street, get as far away as you can. That's that. Everything else we can be sad about. Most of it we can replace.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah, I agree. The shitty part is the guys that work in Hollywood, quote unquote, but they're not. Like, so maybe
They're not Hollywood. Yeah.
But again, like,
they work there.
if you're living out there and you're loosely tied to some industry that makes some money, maybe the house that you bought for 300 grand 30 years ago is now worth 1.5 or $2 million bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or more.
Yeah.
And now that's not honored by fire insurance because of the complete lack of disregard for the government that you pay the highest property taxes in the world for.
Yep.
That to me is egregious. And I honestly think if those people stay there, I think in California went mostly Republican anyways. I do think that you're going to see this switch. I honestly think California is going to go and they're going to build homes and they're going to rent homes. You can't buy a home. Pacific Palisades is going to be a rental community with amazing homes, and there's going to be no equity built into that. All the equity is going to go back to California.
Gone. Yep.
Because California is inherently bankrupt anyways.
Allegedly.
And some people were saying, like, and I don't know if this is true or not, but they were saying, like, Biden's going to cover 100% of the cost. Well, what happened to Asheville? What happened to Maui? Those guys are still sitting on what? A 750 one-time fee for Maui? You had a beach house in Maui that was worth a crazy amount of money. And you got $750 one time. And if you don't pay it back, the government can actually get your property.
No shit.
Yes. And I think Biden went on and said, well, we're going to pay people in the Palisades like $770.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab, dude.
It is. And it's like we pay all these things for all this protection. And then when something goes wrong, you don't get that out of it. I'm sorry. I have a $500,000 house in Northern California. My insurance is up. That rain? I don't know what that was. My insurance is up to date. Everything's good. I have insurance, homeowners that covers everything. Lightning strikes, whatever, earthquake, flood damage, everything. I'm paying through the ass for it, whatever. Boom. 3 years later, my house gets hit by lightning, starts on fire, burns to the fucking ground. My house is valued at $500,000. Another 200 grand with all the everything that's inside. Yeah. You're whatever. So like 700. You should be writing a check to me for 700 grand.
Sure. Yeah.
But guess what? Nah. We're gonna give you $150 for it.
Yeah, and then who owns that property?
Yeah. Now I can't buy it back. I don't understand why I'm paying you money for that. And when something goes wrong, I'm not compensated for it as I should be in whole. Like, there's just times I'm like, why am I buy a house? Why am I paying fucking homeowners insurance if you're not covering this?
Well, so I got this. I got that like you're 45. I think it's Shaking Booties from Fez Allah, which is probably, I guess, his religion.
Somebody on kick. Yeah.
So I get this, hey, you're 45. We're going to sell you, we're going to send you the box that you shit in, and then you send it away, And
Cologuard.
Yeah.
It's a great commercial.
Sure. It's great.
There's people on first dates just shit in a fucking Timbits box.
Yeah, dude.
Top of
girls
a hill.
coming up for a blind date, and there's a fucking shit box on the doorway.
You should check your asshole cancer.
Here's the thing about that. If you shit in that box and you send it in, there's a lot of false positives.
Yes.
So
did we talk about this on the phone the other day? Okay.
So,
all right.
Because I'm like, let's just both. We should do 2 Dolts post colonoscopy.
Mine's coming up. I have to get mine.
Yeah. So if you shit in the box and you send it out, even though 30 or 40% are false positives, once you get a false positive, it's not, your colonoscopy is not insurance.
Yeah, it's not covered.
So I'm not going to do it. I got the box upstairs. Dude, I shit 18 times a day. I can load that thing up.
I have a referral magnetized to my fridge for a colonoscopy, and I it's one of them was up there for over a year, and I didn't do it last year. 1, I got scared. 2, I got busy. 3, I forgot about it. So then I went for my physical in October, and I got the all clear with everything was good. All my blood work came back phenomenal. All the pills that I'm taking for cholesterol and blood pressure and acid reflux, everything's working. My doctor, he couldn't have been happier.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you got to get a colonoscopy. I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to. He's like, you gotta.
Yeah.
He goes,
just do it. Yeah.
You just have to. And I'm like, I'm nervous, but I'm like, I'm not the only person that ever had it happen. And I was like, I know that they won't let you leave until you fart, which I thought was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, I'm not sure you people want a part of this.
You don't want this.
Because you just shoved a tube with a camera up in my asshole, and you're probably going to lance a hemorrhoid or 2. And when I come to and you're waiting for me to fart, I'm gonna clear the room.
Well, no. So the shit they give you a couple days beforehand,
it's like boring or some shit, right?
Yeah, you just fucking like
it's awful.
Your shit's gonna smell like a fucking angel's breath. It's gonna be great. So I think we both do a colonoscopy the same day, and then do a podcast later that day. We'll still be a little high.
Do we have our like my wife video us coming out of the room?
Yeah, of course.
And just listen to us just incessantly babble.
Yeah, which is what this was.
This is an hour and 40 minutes of just stupidness.
All right, we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta go to the gym in the morning.
We back next week?
I'm good. Yes.
Cool. All right.
But I'm good next week. The week after I have poker. So if you want to do a Saturday show that week, the 24th, 25th, we can do Saturday show. Then I can go to poker.
Sweet. All right. We'll get out of here. We'll go to bed.
Yeah, I might have what is this? What's it called? The propane gas, the asphyxiation,
autoimmune
deficiency.
Yeah,
autoimmune deficiency syndrome. What's
it.
that?
AIDS.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm literally just staring at that thing. It is 64 degrees. It's balmy in here right now.
With the thing pumping. So you have probably carbon monoxide poisoning.
That's the word. Yeah. The propane tank. But I have the door cracked.
Yeah, you're good.
I have the electric heater cranking here.
You're fine. Maybe just take a nap right in front of it.
I don't know. I might just watch some fucking YouTube videos and drink a couple of beers.
This is what I hate about you.
Why?
Because we could just do that again.
What?
Play YouTube videos. be together. But then you'll text me till 4 a.m.
But I also could use some sleep because what
Yeah,
time is
go to
it? It's 1:30. Chris is gonna want to go to the gym around like noon,
Yeah,
1
go to sleep.
o'clock. I should probably go to sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep. All right, we're out of here.
See you guys next Friday for more absolute awesomeness and stupidity. Right? I mean,
Yes.
we'll be a little bit more on. We got to get back in a rhythm here. This was the first show this year.
Yes.
This is the 2025 show,
Yeah.
and you're welcome for the awesome mediocrity that we bring to you every week.
I was nervous.
Why?
I don't know. Like, I just always want to be funny.
I know, me too. And I talked to my wife about it, and she's like, "You guys are fucking oddly mediocre." I'm like, "I know," but then I hear people say, "Oh, we watched your podcast and it was fucking hilarious," and I'm like, "Which one did you watch? When were we funny?" But then
Well,
I
I think-
realized we're funny a lot, but I'm not a big fan of pushing it.
Yeah, funny to
One
us.
night.
Way different.
Yeah, one night I even told you, I'm like, dude, I'm not pushing it. Like, let's just end it. I'm done. I know if we try too hard,
Yeah.
it doesn't end
It's
well.
dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. So big things happening in 2025 for the Two Dolts podcast. We are going to an EDM festival and going to be able to interview some fucking top flight DJs. Cool as fuck. We're going to do MDMA.
Oh, dude. Molly Pod.
And we're going to have a fucking rager just outside of Chicago.
Yep.
We might get to interview one of the NFL's. How many teams are in the NFL? 32? 32 teams. We might get to interview one of the super fans. And we're pretty sure you know who it would be when we mention the name. And there's a outside shot, kind of decent. We might be able to bring the Jersey Shore to Two Dolts.
Wow.
Things can happen this year, man. We might take a step.
We're moving up.
Yeah. And
Later, you Chinese goose.